Hi, everyone. Bill Rentschler alongside Megan Conway in the 1011 Now streaming studio for something new, something that we've not done before, but we're excited to give it a try here. We have Juice Box Chats is what we think we're going to go with here. This is going to be a fun little kind of new streaming segment we try and do. We're going to do it a couple times this week because this week's big week, back to school week, but then moving forward once a week, something like that. Talking about parenting. You know, we're both parents.
Yep.
It's a big job.
Yeah, and like you said, we think we're going with the Juice Box Chats, but, you know, creative minds out there, if you have any ideas for us,
let us know.
Yeah, we were trying to come up with something fun.
It's hard.
It is. And we just wanted to, you know, really open up the floor here to talk about issues that parents deal with, anything that you are facing and maybe have questions or challenges that we could find experts on for you. Or, you know, also talk about the funny moments of our kids and the 1,000 reasons they make us smile every day, Bill, and keep us on our toes, right?
Make us want to pull our hair out a little bit. Everyone always asks me why I shave my head. I think it's not pulling my hair out.
Yes.
But no, yeah, a lot of fun things, and so we'll kind of figure it out as we go along a little bit. But obviously, this week is the big week, easy topic for us to pick on. It's back to school week.
Yes.
And you had a big moment yesterday.
I did.
Your oldest. Going to kindergarten for the first time.
My very first child that is school aged. There's video from yesterday. I had the day off. I was off the news desk so that I could be there for her first day, you know, take the pictures and give the hugs since I won't be there for most mornings.
That's super cool, though, because again, a lot of times, you know, parents obviously send their kids back to school. Obviously, you get a picture, but like, you got video, and like you get to have this forever.
I know. Oh, it's something I will treasure for years. Our reporter Chanel Taylor McCarthy put it together beautifully. She followed Aurora around a little bit on her first day, and so it was nice. I got a little sneak peek into her first day that I wouldn't otherwise have had. And it was a big emotional day for our family. But I'm excited to report that she had a wonderful first day. She was excited to go back today. And
that's always the big thing. First day can be fun, but do you want to go back for the second day?
Yes. And, you know, I saw a lot of other kiddos. They had tears. You know, did you ever experience that with your boys? Like, did they cry?
Oh, no. Yeah, we cried.
Okay.
Everyone.
Oh, I cried.
All parties.
I cried a lot.
Well, like you said, Chanel was able to follow her around, and so she actually put together a pretty nice story. We're going to run that story for you right here. Let's go ahead and take a listen.
Nerves and big emotions are very normal for both parents and little ones on the first day of school, but not for little Aurora. She was ready and looking forward to learning and making new friends.
Go take some pictures? Yeah.
With mom and dad by her side and her new Barbie backpack, Aurora is ready for her first day of kindergarten. And Max the Mustang, Maxie Elementary's mascot, was there to welcome the school's newest learners.
Aurora is very outgoing, and she knows no stranger really. She's very easy for her to make friends. And so I think she's just really excited to meet all these new people and learn.
To learn how to read books so I can read to my little brother.
It was a fun and cheerful scene for the journey these little ones were getting ready to embark on.
Love you. Have a great day.
Oh, well.
Okay, give that one.
Bye, sweetie. You have a good day, okay?
Love you. Have a great day.
And while emotions were high for mom and dad, and even some classmates, Aurora was all smiles and ready to see her teacher.
Mrs. Cade.
Good morning.
And right away, budding friendships were formed.
Want to be my friend? Yeah.
All while getting into the groove and routine of school.
Spots and spots. Happy birthday to you and the children.
Excited for the day, she was filled with questions.
Here, what will we do next?
Well, we're going to keep going with our day.
Why do I need a name tag?
Well, because we're going to meet other friends today.
But while the new students were getting ready to learn the basics,
It's purple.
It is purple.
they hold firm to all mom and dad instilled in them.
I like your dress, by the way. It's really cute. Thank you. My mom says it looks like a rain and sunshine.
Reporting in Lincoln on the first day of school, Chanel Taylor McCarthy, 1011 News.
That was adorable.
My heart.
That was adorable.
I tear up every time watching it. Thank you. Thank you. I'm pretty biased, but I think she is too.
Yeah. No, I was it's super cool that you guys get to, you and your husband get to have that.
Yes.
And you get to do it again next year with first grade and second grade and on down the line.
Oh, it's such a journey that you start in kindergarten, and when it's your first kid, oh my gosh, those emotions, they hit hard. I'm sure a lot of parents out there can relate to that. So what was it like for you when you sent your first one?
I mean, it was similar. And, it was all the more special because, he was going, they both go to the school that I went to.
Oh, yeah.
Preschool through 8th grade. And so, Liam last year, or Jamie last year, his first grade classroom was my first grade classroom.
That's so special.
And so I have core memories, vivid memories. I accidentally fell asleep in class one time. We were having story time or whatever, and I fell asleep, and I woke up, and the teacher was holding me. And that's I can remember it. And it was
Sweet.
in that room. And so, you walk in and you're just whoa.
Yeah, takes you back.
Yeah, it does.
That is really special to have that with your boys.
Liam's excited. This year, he gets to go upstairs. So again, kindergarten, first grade, second grade, kind of downstairs now.
Okay.
He's going to be upstairs.
With the big kids.
Big kids.
The big kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, that's something it'll be interesting to hear about, from Aurora's day to day, is because, yesterday LPS trying just the kindergartners starting at their schools. Now today, it's everyone in the school. So I'm interested to see what she hears when there are so many kids and older kids. She's just came from daycare where she was the oldest class there. So, totally flipped. I'll be interested to hear her thoughts.
And so, when we talk back to school, getting ready for back to school, there's a whole bunch of things that you can do. When we have a list here.
Yes.
And I'm curious as to what, did you guys do anything on this list? Well, one thing, we're in the process now, because my kids don't go back till next week. We're in the process of getting back to that school time, bedtime routine.
Oh, okay.
A little bit earlier in the evening, which I don't mind.
Which, some of these things we have done, but when it comes specifically to the routine, LPS starts pretty late in the morning, in my opinion. And my kids were actually getting up earlier before school, to go to daycare so that dad could go to work earlier.
It's a little bit easier now.
Yes. Everybody gets to sleep in now with school. And, my son would wake up pretty routinely around 5:15, 5:30 a.m. Now he really doesn't have to get up until probably about 7. Yeah. And so it's been the opposite for us, where it starts so late in the day that, Aurora goes to school, it's 8:40 to 8:50 that they got there, and she was being dropped off previously at daycare by 7:30. So
yeah,
totally
so
different.
Gets to sleep in. There you go.
Yeah.
No, my oldest is an early riser. My youngest is a late sleeper. So my youngest is going to have issues moving forward.
Yeah.
My oldest, he's I was, up at 6 this morning, and he was up at 6:05.
Oh, nice.
So he was ready to go.
Have you guys ever done one of those, a dry run where you kind of practice the schedule the morning of?
We live close enough to our school that this year they're old enough. We're going to do some walking to school and home from school.
Okay.
And so we have done some practice runs of my wife and I we're you guys are in charge here. Tell us where to go and what to do. And so we've done that. We still have to do it a couple more times. We have to make sure we know what the door code is on our front door. I think we have it down, but we probably need a few more practice runs.
Oh, it's so sweet what all you have to teach them. But one of my girlfriends, her family, they do a donut run the day before school so that they can really practice completely getting ready. They go and get donuts, at the time that they would be going to school. So, yep.
That would be a good thing. Making sure, again, obviously, school supply shopping is one of the funnest things to do.
It is.
Getting that backpack packed and making sure everything we have we call them pack packs in our house.
Packs? That's so cute. Pack
You got all your pack stuff in your pack?
That's so cute.
Yeah.
Well, that's something maybe, you probably have a little bit of a different perspective on, because for LPS, all you have to have is a backpack.
It's true.
The teachers supply everything else. So we really didn't do back to school shopping. I mean, we went and found her Ray of Sunshine dress and her Barbie backpack. But other than that, we didn't have to get anything, which was different from when I was growing up. That was one of my favorite parts as a kid.
We do 2 carts.
Okay.
One for for Liam, one for Jamie.
You can't mix.
We
you
don't,
cannot
well,
mix.
they don't want to mix.
Exactly.
'Cause they're
You
like,
can't.
"Oh, those are my pencils. Or, whatever it might be. And so
Yeah.
we do 2 carts. Mom has 1 cart. Dad has the other cart. We have,
Okay.
Mom has 1 list. Dad has the other list.
Okay.
And inevitably, we still end up yelling at each other. Those are my pencils. Don't touch my glue sticks.
But I imagine they've got some different tastes there with
They
their
do, very much so.
their preferences on colors and
Very much so.
Yeah.
My oldest is very excited though. We did not get a backpack this year, like from Target or Walmart or store. He ordered it from a website. I believe it's literally called themowerstore.com.
the mower.
And
store.
he's a mower enthusiast, all things lawn care, and so
cute.
it is a backpack. It's from the brand Stihl,
Yeah.
STIHL, and it looks like a backpack blower, but it's just
Fun.
the backpack.
Oh, that is fun.
Yes, he's very excited about it.
I bet backpacks are a big deal. As you can, well, Aurora was very excited. Hers had sequins,
Ooh.
so she'll tell people on my backpack there's these things that go both ways, because she likes to push them one way and make them white, a color, and then she flips them the other way and they're pink. So that's why we bought the Barbie backpack, was for the sequins.
Yeah. No,
Big deal.
That is a good one.
Yep.
So again, there's a number of things parents can do: labeling everything, lunch plans.
Yes.
I sit down. I make the kids. I'm like, here's a turkey with cheese sandwich. Here's a turkey sandwich. Here's a bologna sandwich. Here, and we sample all the sandwiches.
So they take their lunch every day, or
Almost every day.
okay.
But we're like, hey, these are the sandwiches I like, because inevitably, small children, they don't like it one year, but then the next year they're like, hey, this turkey and cheese sandwich, it's actually pretty good.
Yep. Oh yeah.
So getting the lunch plan figured out. Comfort item. A lot of time, my kids put little stuffed animals, just their little keychain, like they put them on their backpacks.
Yeah.
So that's like their little safe thing. Pickup plans can be kind of tough.
Yeah.
Making sure that's ready to go.
I'm kind of anxious for that today.
It takes a village.
It'll be my first experience picking up and going through the motions of that today with all the other families. And there are more students and, people, faculty, everything at the school than there were in my hometown growing up. So it's going to be a lot, but we're going to figure it out. We're going to push through.
There you go. Between myself and my wife, grandparents, and the walking home from school now. School pickup, I think, will be a little bit of adventure.
Yeah.
And then the last thing we had kind of written down here is be ready for the big feelings, which again you
Yes.
kind of got to have yesterday. Were you ready for the big feeling though?
Oh, I think the anxiousness and those emotions had been building for, a couple weeks probably, because I knew the day was coming, and then watching her walk into the school without me. Whew.
Your stomach just kind of drops a little
Oh,
bit,
yeah,
and you're
it
like,
was a
when
lot.
did I get such a big child?
Yes.
Like I just blinked. Yesterday
Yes.
you were like the size of a bread.
Yeah. I brought her
loaf.
home from the hospital yesterday. What do you mean she's starting kindergarten?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So no, that was a lot. But again, Aurora was so excited. She walked right in. I was so proud of her. And, she was excited for the day, and a lot of other kiddos really struggle saying goodbye to mom and dad, and I feel for them. It's a hard day.
It is a hard day.
Got to
It is
get
a
into
hard
that routine.
We do. So we're going to take a quick break. We'll be back after the break, and we'll talk about some community resources, and then we'll take a look at some more back to school pictures. All right, everyone, welcome back. Again, Juicebox Chats, new sort of parenting themed segment from us here at 1011. Bill Rentschler and Megan Conway. Again, talked a lot about the feelings, routines, tips for back to school, but community resources, there are a number of them. Again, there are many people in our community who just need a little bit of help. And we want to extend that hand and help them as best we can. And there are a number of different resources available to them.
Yes, including, of course, LPS. They are there for you with a lot of the different resources. Like we talked about, you don't really have to do a lot of school shopping for supplies. It's just mainly the backpack that's needed. And then also a favorite of mine is Lincoln City Libraries. They've got so many resources for your kids, but also they have after-school programs. They can help you with your homework. I know I've heard from a lot of parents, they're like, oh, I don't even understand how they teach this anymore. Like, I can't even help them with their homework. So there are people out there who can help.
Yeah, a lot of times there can be so much stuff, trying to juggle work and school and anything else that might be going on that you don't even know where to look, and it can be exhausting and overwhelming. So like you said, LPS, again, lps.org. Get a ton of resources there. Lincoln City Libraries, Community Action Partnership of Lancaster and Saunders County. They do school supply assistance, and they do some family support as well. Children's Museum here in Lincoln. It's a cheap option just to get the kids out, get them in a fun environment, learning. YMCA. You throw a rock and you hit a YMCA location. Basically here in Lincoln, they have after school care, obviously youth sports programs, the pool, which my kids hit yesterday.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. We're getting, again, end of the summer, and we're kind of getting probably a little too onto the screens a little bit.
Yeah.
And so they're getting kind of grumpy. And so my wife took them to the pool, and she said, she kind of had to fight them to get to the pool because they were just kind of grumpy.
You're like, come on, it'll be fun, I promise.
It's the pool.
Yes, come on, boys. And you start next Tuesday?
Next Tuesday.
Okay, yep. So you got a few more days.
A few more days of pool. Our YMCA membership goes through the end of this month.
Okay.
And so we got to sneak in as many more pool visits as we can.
Yes.
Nebraska Department of Education, again, obviously is going to have resources there for parents. Matt Talbot Kitchen Outreach. Again, there's a reason why LPS provides breakfast, and lunch. A lot of kids maybe don't have enough food at home. Well,
and speaking of food, back to LPS too, don't forget you can apply for free and reduced lunches as well through the LPS system. So that's on their website as well for parents.
And then Lincoln Parks and Rec. They have a ton of activities, youth sports that should be pretty affordable. So again, there's a number of resources that are out there provided by again city and the state and charities and things like that. You could find a ton of different resources. Yeah,
just keep your kids involved and active and wear them out, and then they sleep good.
Yeah, it can be kind of tough. So again, you had mentioned on the morning show this morning, and I'm pretty sure they mentioned it last night in the evening shows. But again, if you had back to school photos, to send them our way, and we try and show a few. And so these are just a couple. This was Damon's first day of school. This is down in Beatrice. He looks very excited. He's throwing up he's ready to rock.
Let's go. He's throwing up the horns. Have a great day.
There we go. This is Lydia's first day of 8th grade. Oh, big kid.
Oh, I remember middle school. It's rough.
It can be rough. And then I think Carson Keel sent this in. I believe this is Parker May. I believe that's Grandma, who's the school secretary.
Oh, okay.
And then I believe that's her mother, who's I believe a 4th grade teacher.
Oh, how sweet.
Whole family, kind of a family affair.
Yes.
Going back to school there, which I thought was pretty neat.
That is cool. But yeah, we'd love to send your pictures. I hope we can get some more in, show those. There's a tab on our website, 1011now.com, where you can go and submit your photos and your videos. You just drop down on that bar and send them in that way. So we'd love to see any of your first day festivities. Oh, my goodness.
These are some 1011 school pictures here. Some of them very easily you're like that's obviously John Vanderford there in the bottom middle, because that man hasn't aged a day or doesn't appear to have.
I know.
Looks exactly the same.
Yep, he does. Yeah, that one's easy to pick out. And of course, I see Brandon up there.
Yep, bottom right, Brandon Rector. I love the he's got the tux for the school photo.
Looks very sophisticated.
Is very sophisticated. Can we pick out a wild Megan Conway, though?
I'll give you a hint. I was rocking the bowl cut. Thanks, Mom.
Top right there.
Yep.
Great photo.
Thank you.
Top row there. We go from left to right. We got Madison Pitch.
Okay.
We have Darsha Dodge, reporter Darsha.
Cute.
Oh my gosh, Darsha Dodge. I
There you go.
apologize, Darsha. She's not in the newsroom right now. She
Look at
was
that
just a few
90s
minutes ago.
fashion. I love
I know
it, Darsha.
that's she's slaying.
She is beauty. She is grace.
We have producer Jackson Wilford, who again,
Oh.
he's behind the scenes most of the time here
Yes.
at 1011, but he does appear on air occasionally.
And
I feel like looks exactly the same.
He's
there.
been on a streaming segment too. He was on
He
Star
has.
City Buzz one
He
week.
was. He did do that.
Wears a lot of hats here.
He does. He does wear a lot of hats. Bottom row, we have a young Brad Anderson. I believe
That's
I believe he
Brad.
posted that on Facebook with the caption, "The 1970s." Ah, and I think it was a not a ah.
I like the examples. I
Yes.
appreciate that. He was so blonde.
He was.
It looks blonde from here.
I was very blonde when I was young as well.
You were.
Yes.
Interesting.
I know. Then we have Danielle Shank and her brother, John Vanderford. And then we have Taryn Vanderford. I had to put those two pictures
Oh.
next to each other,
Yes, what a
obviously.
sweet picture.
And then Brandon Rector there on the bottom row.
Oh, those are great. Those
So-
are great. Also love Danielle's outfit too.
Yep.
I definitely had one of those headbands with the bandana on it. Yep. Love those.
These were our this was, obviously, we haven't gone back to school yet, but these are our back to school pictures from last year. Again, the walk to school. That's kind of one of our traditions is we walk to school on the first day.
Okay.
Hopefully we'll be walking without mom and dad to school more often this year. And then again, they're in the school with mom. So
Oh. So your boys, do they react differently on the first day of school? Are they eager? Are they hesitant? How does it go?
So last month, July, late July,
Yeah.
and I had just happened to be like, hey, I wonder like how many days we have left till school. And so I looked it up and it was like 34. And I was putting my youngest to bed and I said, hey, guess what? 34 days left till school. Thought, whatever, no big deal. So then, read him his book, gave him a kiss goodnight, went away. Well, mom then later heard something coming from his room, so she went in and checked on him. He was sitting on the edge of his bed crying, and she's like, what's wrong?
Oh, no.
Dad said there's only 34 days left till school, and I don't want to go back. So that's one end of the spectrum. The other one, I think, is pretty excited.
How could you mention 34 days,
I
Bill?
didn't realize because my wife looked at me. She's like, "Why would you make him cry?" And I was like, "Well, I didn't. I wasn't."
See, I reacted like she did. What did you do?
I wasn't. But now, ever since then, I don't know if this makes me a good dad or a bad dad. But ever since then, I'll twist the knife a little bit because I'll be like, "Hey, Jamie, only 24 days till school," and so last night I was like, "Hey guys, 1 week from now, we'll be going to bed right now because." It'll be a school night.
It's like this daunting countdown that he's just hearing from you.
It's a lot. I know. I should ease off a little bit. Made me
That's what dads do, though. I feel like
self-reflection. Here.
My husband is the same way. I'll pick a little bit on the kids every once in a while. Just keep them in check, keep them humble.
Just needle them a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep. So, all right. So, I think that basically wraps up our first Juice Box chats.
Yes. Oh, how fun.
Probably, again, this is probably a little bit longer than it normally will be,
Yeah.
but we had a lot to kind of talk about today, a lot
We
to go
did.
through. We had a lot of ground to cover.
We did. A lot of different
did.
topics, a lot of fun pictures
Mhm.
to show.
Mhm.
But yeah, it'll just kind of be a different topic every day or weekly, however we figure out that this will be
Mhm.
moving forward. But yeah, we'd like to just talk about what you as parents are facing, what we are dealing with, if we can help with anything or if you have any ideas, we'd love for you to share that with us.
Yeah, you can always, if you send an email to the desk, just desk at 1011now.com,
Yeah.
something like that. And I think tomorrow, we're kind of just talking about like some safety topics.
Yep, I believe so.
And then I think on Friday, maybe we're talking about some just like health topics and like
Yeah.
like sleep and
Yeah, more
things like that.
routines and,
So.
how important those are and the importance of sleep,
Mhm.
even though your child may not realize it, how important sleep is.
Mhm.
And we will have an expert from CHI Health on the show with us on that.
There we go. All right. Well, Megan, I think we did a pretty good job.
Yeah. Air high five.
Woohoo. All right. Well, appreciate everyone for tuning in and watching again this first edition. We'll be live again tomorrow with another one with another topic. So I hope you tune in for that. Otherwise, keep it tuned to 1011, both on air and online for all of your latest news, weather, and sports. And until next time, hope everyone has a nice Wednesday.